Welcome back. An explosion lighting up the sky in Beirut, Lebanon earlier today, killing a senior Hamas leader and two leaders of its armed wing. Hamas is confirming their deaths and is blaming Israel for the strike, but so far Israel is silent. Back in November, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel would, quote, operate against Hamas leaders wherever they are. So with us now is Adam Boehler. He's a former senior Trump administration official who worked as a key negotiator on the Abraham Accords. Thanks very much for joining us, Adam. So attacking a Hamas leader in Beirut, dangerous, dicey, an escalation? What do you think?
I think it may signal the second phase of this war for Israel. And the reason I say it is it echoes Munich and what happened in the PLO post-Olympics. Now they're going more targeted. And what you see now is the #2 guy in all of Hamas assassinated in Beirut. This is sending a message from Israel that while we might start de-escalating, we're going to be more targeted, and nobody in Hamas is safe if they're senior.
Now, of course, Lebanon is known as the home base of Hezbollah, which is distinct from Hamas, no less an enemy of Israel, of course. But the situation in Lebanon with the government there and then their uneasy relationship with Hezbollah, doesn't that really light a match and force the hand of the government or even Hezbollah to launch further attacks from the north into the north of Israel as Israel continues to fight this front on their south or their southwest border with Gaza?
And I think they're all connected, right? The common connection here is Iran. I will say, though, What I expect is continued escalation, but not to the point of full-out war. Hezbollah is not going to have their hand pushed by Hamas. And if they wanted to, they already would have entered. So I think what you're going to see is continued efforts on Hezbollah to destabilize. It's sort of what you're seeing with the Houthis down in the Red Sea there, is you're seeing action to destabilize, but Hezbollah is not going to have their hand forced by Hamas, or they already would be in this war.
Right. Now, you mentioned Iran, and you also mentioned the Red Sea. An Iran warship has now entered the Red Sea after the U.S. destroyed 3 boats that Iran-backed Houthis had sent after a commercial vehicle, or a commercial vessel, I should say, in the Red Sea. How dangerous is this situation? The U.S. and the coalition now have warships escorting commercial vessels through the Red Sea. It is a vital trade route. There's a lot at stake here.
I agree with you, Mike. And I just saw that Maersk is pulling back and they're not going through the Red Sea anymore.
Yeah.
I will give the United States credit. I liked seeing action. I think where we need to make moves is taking action. And I think the U.S. helicopter attacks were exactly spot on. I don't think we should let the Houthis run the board. We're the United States of America, and we can't accept that. And it impacts the entire country and the world when you have trade routes that change like that. So I think we need to see more action from the administration, just like they did today. I actually think if you look at the scoreboard today, it's United States 2, Iran 0, because at the end of the day, we took action on the Houthis, and the #2 individual from Hamas was killed, which is funded by Iran.
Wow. All right. On that note, we're going to leave it there. Adam Boehler, thank you very much for joining us.